Hi, this is Scott Merle, and I'm going to demonstrate how to make a cup of drip coffee using the Aeropress coffee maker. This is the Aeropress coffee maker. It comes in a nice, tidy little package like this. When you buy one of these, you get a stack of paper filters that go in the filter holder. You get the official Aeropress coffee scoop. You get the official Aeropress coffee stirrer, and then the Aeropress unit itself, which is the plunger piece, and then the base piece, and the base piece has the filter cover that comes off and that you put the filter in. Making coffee in one of these is super simple and it's very quick. They like to say that the Aeropress is great for traveling, camping, things like that. I'll use it for like car camping. It's a little heavy to carry in a backpack maybe, but I do keep this in with my car camping stuff. The paper filter goes in the filter holder, and then the top screws down on that. Easy as that. I always like to pre-wet my filter, and this helps to get any of the bad taste, any of the paper taste out of the filter that might be in there. The Aeropress website and instructions recommend 1 full scoop ground very finely in the chamber, and then the water only poured up to the number 1 level, so way low. So they want you to make like a cup of espresso. When you grind the coffee very fine and put in water and make kind of a concentrated little amount, that's what you're going to get. It's a little bit over, like really seriously heavy extraction out of that, just that tiny little amount of coffee. And then from there, they encourage you to add steamed milk or add a little extra water to turn it into an Americano or something. I like to put in a scoop of coffee and then fill the cup up to about the number 4 to make 1 full cup of drip coffee. So we've pre-wet the filter, we've added our coffee. Now you add your water just off the boil into the chamber up to about the number 4 level. Use the official stir stick of Aeropress to just give this a few turns in there. And if you watch, the level of liquid inside the chamber is slowly just dripping out. And that's because it's just sitting there on that filter and gravity's doing some work for us. So you're supposed to let this brew for 30 seconds, something like that. That's about what we'll let this go for. I like to just wet the rubber part of the plunger just because it helps it get pushed down there. So let's say your 30 seconds are up. You just press the plunger down and you can see it just pushes all the liquid down through there. When you get to the end, it makes that sound. And that's it. Your coffee is made. That's a full cup of coffee. When we poured the liquid in there and it was starting to drip, there's a method that we can do that I'll show you guys next that avoids that. So that's it for the Aeropress. The part that I like the most about the Aeropress is cleaning up. So once you're finished brewing this coffee, you unscrew the filter holder in the end and you can see your paper filter stuck on there, and you've got a nice little puck of coffee. If I was to plunge this out now, it would kind of all fall apart. But if you let this sit here while you're enjoying your cup of coffee, by the time you come back to this, the puck of coffee will be dried out enough that you just pop that out into the garbage or whatever, and it just comes out as a nice, tight little dried puck. So super easy to clean up, and you just rinse off the end, and you're good to go. You're good to make another cup of coffee. So I'm gonna clean this stuff up and then I'll come back and show you the second method of making the Aeropress, all right? Hi guys, this is Scott Merle and I'm gonna show you how to make an inverted Aeropress cup of coffee. This is super simple. You have your Aeropress, and you take it apart, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the filter off the top, the filter cover, and we're just going to invert the Aeropress so this is upside down, right? Add coffee to the chamber now, same amount that we added before, and then we'll add our hot water just off the boil into the chamber up near the top. Give this a couple of stirs. And now that coffee's not dripping out anywhere, so we're not losing anything. This is all going to be like the same strength coffee. I still like to pre-wet my filter, so I might just do that over here. And then when it's time, when your 30 seconds are up and it's time to brew this, you just flip it over, push it out. You can hear it finish there at the end. And there you go. That's your inverted Aeropress method. Super easy, super simple, super quick to clean up, easy to travel with. These paper filters are awesome. I think that I'm still on my first batch of paper filters that I've ever had with my Aeropress. I think you can also buy like a gold filter to go in here so that you're not you're not throwing away these the paper filters, but you're able to reuse the gold filter, and it makes a good cup of coffee. Like with anything else, you adjust your strength, you add a little bit more coffee, you add a little bit more water. If you're using this thing all the time, you're going to be able to find your comfort zone, find how strong you like these coffees, how much coffee you like to put in, how long you like to let the coffee brew for, all that sort of stuff. So that's the Aeropress, easy as that. Enjoy.